Sometimes I suffer from spiritual poverty, and this worries me because I know that without the proper funds from the banks of grace, I can never have the support I need to afford my destiny, that which my enemy, armed to the teeth with weapons of immorality, has never stopped trying to steal from me. But God understands my situation and says that even though I live in a world blinded by darkness, His light has never lost sight of me. And maybe that's why, despite all this poverty that my spirit is suffering, because of the faith that my heart is fostering, I am still leaving the enemy wondering why these weapons that he is fashioning against me are still not prospering. So you see, I don't even have to worry. In fact, my friend Ephesians has told me that God is rich in mercy. And so as poor of the spirit as I may be, I can never be too broke for God to fix me. So you can rightfully write me off as a freeloader when I declare that I love living on God's welfare, because my consumption of His daily bread is the only reason I fare well. And all it took on my part was for me to bid farewell to my sins, choices that robbed me well of the richness of a sound morality and left me in a well of guilt and despair. So it was only fair that in turn I gave Him complete access to my heart, because the alternate fare was too expensive a fee, that being the price He paid to bail me out of my spiritual bankruptcy. And that is why any suggestions that I am not completely indebted to Him would be lies. And you would also be wise to understand that you owe Him your lives just as much as I, especially once you realize that He saw His Son fall, so we may live to see the sun rise. And the sun did rise. I'm reminded of that every morning I look at the sky. I'm also reminded that I don't have to be billed for my expensive sins, because I'm covered by the best type of insurance, the blessed assurance of His grace, which assures me that, like a good neighbor, Jesus is there. And for those of you who aren't already covered by His grace, I would ask that you sign up fast. Life is a good deal that won't for long last. These bodies are temples that have been foreclosed on since birth, and in time, death will come knocking to evict souls from their temples. And if you're still not covered by then, be ready to pay for your lack of humility. Be ready to spend a dreadful immortality. Be ready to pay for your debt in eternity, and be ready to pay in full, because it is not enough. I said it is not enough to live off spiritual welfare. Because even though Jesus Christ paid the price, well, just be aware that loving Him back is only fair. Thank you.